The Random Jottings of Donald J. from Nelson in Pendle. Footfalls Bradshaw. Old Timber Bottom Farm. Poltergeist. Loud footsteps can be heard traversing empty parts of the building. It may be the last remnants of the haunted skulls that once were on display here, since relocated to Turton Tower. In the quiet countryside of Bradshaw, nestled amidst rolling hills and lush greenery, stood an old, weathered farmhouse known as Timber Bottom. The farm had seen generations of families come and go, each leaving behind a piece of their legacy. But among the stories whispered in hushed tones, one tale stood out among the rest: the haunting presence that lingered within the worn walls of the farmhouse. The legend spoke of a poltergeist, an entity that had taken up residence in the abandoned building. Locals whispered about the chilling encounters they had experienced there, especially the sound of footsteps echoing through the empty rooms. The footfalls, loud and distinct, reverberated through the farmhouse, stirring a sense of unease and fascination among those brave enough to venture near. The exact origin of the footsteps remained a mystery, shrouded in the mists of time. Some claimed that the haunting was tied to a collection of skulls that had once been displayed within the farmhouse. According to local folklore, these eerie relics had possessed a dark energy, prompting their relocation to Turton Tower, where they would no longer trouble the living. The rumors of the footsteps had intrigued Sarah, a young woman with an insatiable curiosity and a love for the supernatural. Drawn to the paranormal, she set out to uncover the truth behind the haunting of Timber Bottom Farm. Equipped with her camera, recording devices, and a courageous spirit, Sarah ventured into the eerie farmhouse, determined to witness the phantom footfalls firsthand. As she stepped through the creaking front door, the air inside grew thick with anticipation. The fading light struggled to penetrate the gloom, casting elongated shadows across the worn floorboards. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she moved cautiously from room to room, her senses alert to any spectral presence. In the stillness, she began to hear it, a faint echo of footsteps resonating through the abandoned hallways. Each step seemed to grow louder, filling the empty spaces with an eerie cadence. Sarah followed the sound, her heart racing, until she reached the source. A small room tucked away at the far end of the farmhouse. Pushing open the door, Sarah gasped as her eyes fell upon a collection of forgotten belongings. Dust-covered furniture, yellowed photographs, and discarded trinkets lay scattered across the room, frozen in time. And in the midst of it all, a pair of worn leather boots stood as a silent testament to the phantom footfalls that had haunted the farmhouse. As Sarah's camera clicked to life, capturing the ghostly scene, she couldn't help but feel a sense of empathy for the restless spirit that had left its mark on the abandoned farmhouse. It became clear that the footsteps were not of a malevolent presence but rather the echoes of a forgotten past, yearning to be acknowledged and remembered. With her investigation complete, Sarah left Timber Bottom Farm, carrying the stories of the phantom footfalls with her. She shared her findings with the locals, shedding light on the true nature of the haunting. The farmhouse became a place of intrigue, drawing visitors from far and wide, all eager to hear the haunting footsteps that echoed through the abandoned halls. Over time, the spirit of Timber Bottom Farm gained a newfound respect. It was no longer seen as a source of fear but as a reminder of the lives once lived within its walls. And though the footsteps continued to traverse the empty rooms, they were no longer shrouded in darkness. Instead, they became a testament to the enduring power of memory and the presence of those who had come before. As the years passed, the legend of Timber Bottom Farm grew, captivating the hearts of all who heard it. And while the farmhouse remained a place of mystery and intrigue, it also became a symbol of the human spirit's indomitable nature, the ability to endure and leave an indelible mark, even long after we have left this world. And so, the footfalls of Timber Bottom Farm continued, their echoes a haunting reminder that the past can never truly be forgotten. By Donald J.